These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Set. 180.
44 is the
great.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me
They'll
some.
run it with Johnson. Shifts by him.
Jam.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Here we go. 180.
Mike Fofo.
Coming for you. Get out of that. Gun.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. He's going to let this one go deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. Remember, of course, he threw 5 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive, same result here.
But it's hard to believe that you can throw 5 in the previous week and start out your very next game the exact same way. He's going to need a lot of support on his own sideline. Make sure he gets really fully mentally into this one.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
No, off. Fuzz. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
I'm coming.
Looking to throw. Love. Airing this one out for Evans. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown.
A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Seal this game, boy.
Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
It's coming this way. Here we go. Watch out.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
You're not ready.
They run the counter. Swift trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
What you got?
No gain on the play there. Second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
I'm coming.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Ready? Come on. 50 seconds. Here we go. Mike 56. Mike 56. Let's go. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Love.
Go.
It's caught. Jones. And he will have the 1st down as he's up to his 17-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the 1st.
It's our field. It's our field.
Had the nifty footwork, but only able to get it to his own 20. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Hey, all day, baby, all day. Get nowhere. Let's go now.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Alert. Ready. Check Mike 70 ending. 21. Check Mike 21. Time to go. Night. Haywood. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA in power football.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
We play to win. Let's go.
Ready. Ready.
Mike's fo.
Watch the slant. Deuce, 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 deuce.
On first down, Swift. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Let's go.
22 yards there, a first down.
Mike, 44. He runs. Bang, 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 bang.
Great.
44 is Mike.
They'll run on first down. Swift.
We taking wins home.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's all you got, oh?
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Play action. It's Newton.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Escaping the pressure right. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
You see me out here? That's right.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
22, Jet, bomber. 22, 25, Jet, bomber. 25's the Mike.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On first down, Love. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. The Packers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now Newton. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
Here we go. That's it. 8. I don't think you got it, son.
On first down, it's Newton. This into the hands of Marvin Hall, complete. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
Newton throwing again.
Target.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Newton. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Rhino.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Switch.
General, West. Orbit.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check.
Operating from the gun. Love. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down.
Check.
This is Jones. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will make our score 9-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
All day, baby. Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready? Ready, 88.
Mike, you don't want it? You don't want none of it. Give me it. Pick up the ball.
Ready?
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic. Watch the pass.
And the blitz does come. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here.
Ready?
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And
my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2.
Here we go. Here we go. Motion, motion.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Double dog. That's the way.
Shift.
Coming off the pick six, it's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They run the counter. Swift.
I got him. I got him.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Newton. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Off play action. Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. This one caught by Ridley. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Single receiver.
Now Newton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Was looking for Ridley again, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Here's Newton.
Check.
Escaping the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5, and he will take it out to the 25-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hot 7.
21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Watch twist.
Hey, check Mike.
2nd and 6.
Don't let him breathe.
That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Twisting away. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. Back now at Ford Field. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter.
Come on, set. Go to base. I got you.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams.
Touchdown.
His third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Come on,
Nothing
baby.
open
Let's
downfield.
go.
He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Newton now to throw. He's going to go for a big play down, and that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Newton now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Let's go.
That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
SOS, SOS, SOS.
Watch twist.
Shift.
Look at it.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try. From the gun, here's Newton. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
On second down now, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
Set, hut,
Mike 20, Mike 21,
off.
Mike 21.
Switch up, switch up.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
On the ball.
From the gun, Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sack, baby.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Preston Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Y'all not ready.
Switch.
Great.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's going to go down again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back.
They snap it to Newton. He'll get this one to Galladay. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to win this football game.
Come on, D.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural, but I
like where we're going with this. You say one to represent, like the best player of all that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for Green Bay, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the calendar changed October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, roll on the wrist.